A while ago, I had an idea for a massive project that I was incredibly excited about. I sat down at my desk, ready to build it. But instead of actually starting, my brain immediately shifted into overdrive. I told myself, wait, I need to research this a bit more first. Let me read a few more articles. Let me look up what tools other people are using. Let me map out a perfect, flawless 3-month plan. 3 weeks later, I was still sitting at that exact same desk. I had 20 open browser tabs, a massive notebook filled with messy diagrams, and absolutely zero actual work done. I had completely overthought my idea to death. The initial excitement was gone, replaced by a heavy cloud of stress and anxiety. I used to think that my overthinking was actually a good thing. I told myself it meant I was careful, detail-oriented, and highly intelligent. But looking back at all the half-finished notebooks and ghost projects in my past, I realized the brutal truth. My overthinking wasn't a superpower. It was a sophisticated, highly organized defense mechanism running in my subconscious, designed to do one specific thing: keep me completely frozen so I never had to risk failing. When I started digging into the psychology of why my mind was pulling me into this trap, I discovered a concept called analysis paralysis. I learned that the human brain treats the threat of making a mistake or facing judgment exactly like a physical threat. To keep you safe from that emotional discomfort, your subconscious mind sets up an invisible roadblock. But it knows that if it just tells you to quit, you'll feel guilty. So it plays a much smarter trick on you. It tells you that you are still preparing. Think about how brilliant of a lie that is. When you are researching, reading books, or refining plans, your brain gives you a tiny hit of fake satisfaction. You feel like you are being productive, but mathematically, you are still sitting at zero. You are using perfectionism as a socially acceptable shield to hide your deep fear of rejection. I realize that an imperfect plan that takes action will always completely destroy a perfect plan that never leaves your head. To break the cycle, I had to completely change my relationship with taking action. I had to stop waiting for the perfect moment, or the perfect feeling, to arrive, because it's a total illusion. I started forcing myself to live by a brutal daily standard I call the 70% action rule. The rule is simple. The moment I have roughly 70% of the information or certainty I think I need, I stop researching. I close the tabs. I step away from the notebook, and I immediately force myself to take one messy, real-world action step. If I'm writing a script and the intro isn't perfect, I write it poorly anyway just to get the momentum moving. If I'm launching a video, I schedule it before my inner critic has time to talk me out of it. What I realized along this journey is that clarity doesn't come from sitting in a dark room thinking about your problems. Clarity only comes from action. You cannot think your way into a better life. You have to build your way there, one messy step at a time. Stop trying to fix the future before it even happens. Just move the needle today. If you are ready to keep shattering these hidden mental traps alongside me, hit that subscribe button. Let's figure out why we do it together. See you in the next video.